Good afternoon, and thank you for joining me this afternoon. As we enter a beautiful, sun-filled weekend, I'd like to share a few thoughts. As people and businesses, our lives have been fundamentally changed. I know that many of us are feeling the pressures and of the isolation and struggling with the uncertainty of the situation. Know this, the city is fully supporting the county's efforts to reopen as quickly and safely as possible. But looking into the future, our community is committed to navigating the changing reality and preparing for the future. We will come out of this, and we will come out of this well. And amid all of the unknowns, there are things to celebrate. The school district received a grant from Facebook for $450,000. Thank you to the people that work at Facebook, and thank you especially to those at Facebook that helped make this a reality for the Crook County School District. The grant will be used to enhance remote learning for students across Crook County School District. So it gives the students the opportunity not only to learn from home, but also to develop the skills to work from home, because as we come out of this pandemic, working from home may become a new reality for a lot of different industries and jobs. So it gives the students an opportunity to develop and hone those skills as they're doing their academic work. A couple of weeks ago, Eric Klon was with me, and he talked about the Aquifer storage and recovery system. And the project will provide drinking water for Prineville for the next 30 to 50 years. Reality is that it will probably be closer to 50 to 75 years. And I've heard a couple people don't really appreciate the benefit of this system. With the demands on our water system right now, during the summer, we can come pretty close to maxing out the capability of the the water generated from the pumps in Prineville. With the Aquifer storage and recovery system, we can store sufficient water so that regardless of drought conditions, we will have a surety of water availability for all of the customers of Prineville. Central Oregon has been known for periods of drought. We have had them in the past. We will have them in the future. And this water storage capability will help us go through those drought times with no risk of water shortages. The railroad continues to strengthen local economy by bringing in new business. This last week, we signed a lease with a new manufacturing company, a pipe manufacturing company, which is an industry diversification, as we have not had pipe manufacturing as one of the industries in our community. It also brings a new opportunity for jobs for our community. So thank you to the railroad for the things that they do and the jobs that they create and the benefit to the community. If you've been on 2nd Street recently, you have seen the Senior Center project continuing. The city is managing the Community Development Block Grant for over $1 million to remodel and update the Prineville Senior Center, with construction continuing uninterrupted during this lockdown. Another reason to celebrate and demonstrate the city's resiliency. We have a biomass project that we're working on, and the biomass electrical project is a woody biomass generator that will produce electricity, a lot of electricity, about 60 megawatts of power. Now, to put this in perspective, the city of Prineville, without the data centers, uses about 11 to 12 megawatts of power. So this will produce 5 times the amount of power that the city utilizes, with all of the commercial businesses, retail, housing, and and buildings throughout the community, the hospitals, the jails, all of that utilizes about 12 megawatts. So in perspective, this is a substantial amount of power. It provides a lot of benefit, one of which is it will give us the ability to remove excess woody biomass from the forest for a healthy forest initiative. It will help us get rid of juniper from the region, which will help with the water availability in our area. And it will also help because the majority of the material used will be woody materials that would be designated for the landfills. So it will help lengthen the availability of the lives of the landfills, and in the process will generate enough revenue to fund itself as well as additional revenue for the city. The feasibility study for this project will be done with grant funds. We will not be using tax dollars for the feasibility study for this project. Once the feasibility study is completed and it proves itself to be worthy, you will be fully aware of each of the steps that we take as the biomass project continues. We are using this time to improve city streets, including the reconstruction of South Main Street from Lynn Boulevard to Les Schwab Park. You will also notice, if you drive around town, markings on some of the streets. In particular, if you cross the bridge on Elm Street, the new bridge that was completed a year ago, you will see markings on the asphalt where that section of road needs to be repaired, because we need and we want and we need to keep the roads at least in the condition that they are, and we're actually working to improve those to a better quality than they have been in the past. We want an improvement. And finally, I want to wish all of you moms happy Mother's Day. Thanks for doing what you do in helping Prineville, and we will get through this together. So thank you.